People suck. Except you watching this, because I have a feeling that we're like-minded. Imagine we could leave reviews on people's personalities like they did in Black Mirror. Would people be less shitty?
On February 14th. But buying a Valentine's Day gift for your wife a month early is the gayest thing you could do. Don't do that, because if it's January 3rd and you tell your wife, I got you Valentine's Day gift already, she's going to say, so you're gay. Well, that kind of ruins Valentine's Day, doesn't it?
Are you kidding me? How dumb does that sound? Because you're being extra thoughtful and you want to make sure her gift is perfect, so you plan ahead. That makes you gay? Maybe your wife thinks you're gay because you do a lot of things that come across as gay. Maybe you are gay and you're in denial. At this point, it's all you talk about. Oh my gosh, people are so like...
Signs were there that things were not right with Taylor Swift because she acts like a child, and nothing frustrates me more than the fact that she plucks up girls like they're Barbie dolls, and she's just collecting them and pretends that they're best friends. And so now, obviously, Taylor has instantly become best friends. It's so easy to become best friends, just to meet somebody, and then you're just like a puppy, and you love each other instantly at the age of 34. You have no questions, and her and Brittany Mahomes are now best friends because Brittany Mahomes, oh my God, that's so funny. You're dating someone on the team too? Oh yeah, I'm actually married to the star quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. Let's be best friends. Yeah, sure. Let's make sure we're the paparazzi are all the time and show people that we're best friends because we're going to hold hands. Yeah, that's what they're doing. Brittany Mahomes, who just met one blink ago. Taylor, new beau, that she's been seeing for a couple of weeks.
This is the stuff that lives in people's mind rent-free. Now listen, I'm not a fan of Taylor Swift. I actually don't get what the hype is. But you're not gonna see me broadcast my hate. You're not going to see me broadcast my dislike towards the girl, because what does that do? Nothing. It doesn't do anything. So Candace Owens taking the time out of her day to express her frustration for Taylor Swift holding hands with a girl because all of a sudden they're besties. Who cares? Who cares?
As a whole. Men love the idea that we're agreeable women because it gives status and it makes the man feel like he's a teacher and it makes the man feel in charge and it satisfies his ego. And to you, they may be small, little, tiny points, but to him, they're a big deal. If I were to sit, I'm telling you right now, if I were to sit with one of my chicks or whatever, or my chick, and I were to sit in the Lambo and say,
one of his chicks,
Lambo's the best car of all of them, I prefer the Lambo. And she goes, I don't like that one, da da da. I'm like, listen, I bought them all and I fucking said this is the best one. Shut up. And it would annoy me.
How this guy has so many followers, it actually is a huge red flag for our society. It's a huge red flag towards humanity. The way he talks about women is just disgusting. I don't even know how women are dating this guy. Mind you, he said one of his chicks, not his girlfriend, not his wife, one of his chicks. And do you hear the way he talks to these women? He's a child, and he is influencing a lot of men. We're doomed. That's why there's a lot of single people. I live next to a helicopter landing station, whatever you call it. I'm done with the internet for today. I'm done. A family wanted to have a photo op in Disney. There was a family, I guess, just standing there, and they asked if they could move, and they said no, and it broke out into a fight. Family members fighting each other. Two different families fighting for a space to take a picture. What is wrong with the world today? I mean, I guess violence has always existed, but for a photo? What is going on, people? What is going on? This is why I don't mind being home and sitting on my couch watching TV. This is why I don't mind being home in my little shell. Like, I don't, oh my gosh, people are just so, It took a lot of energy to interact with people my age when I was young. I put a lot of effort into my middle school and high school relationships because, well, I was a weirdo. I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. The hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Come on, cooperate. Oh my God. I was a tomboy growing up. I played with action figures. My knees were dark because of how often I would crawl on the floors. I didn't want to play with Barbies. As many times as my sister harassed me to play with her, I never found the joy in doing so. Sorry, Britt. I grew up sheltered and religious, so I couldn't relate to my friends when I left private school. I didn't know who Nelly, Aaliyah, Usher, I didn't know who those people were. I didn't watch MTV or VH1. When my friends would have conversations about recaps of the shows, I didn't know what they were talking about, but I would shake my head and nod like I knew what they were talking about. Yeah. I had no idea. I had to become someone I wasn't. So I would watch MTV or VH1 when my parents weren't home. I listened to the radio and memorized songs that they used to sing. That way, when my friends would sing a song, I can join in and sing with them. I programmed myself, people. Okay, you get it. I didn't fit in. And I tried hard to. It was a shame. If I can go back and tell my younger self, just be yourself. And if your friends are truly your friends, they'll accept you for who you are. Then I'd give myself a hug and then give myself a Hubba Bubba bubble tape. That gum was so good. You guys remember that? Have you guys tried the blueberry flavor, blue raspberry? Needless to say, I'm retired from trying to fit in.
You just said it is effective.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah, you just said it's effective.
Without a wall, these are only areas where you have the walls.
We want to do
where
this.
you have walls, Chuck, it's effective. Where you don't have.
The older you get, the more you realize people are stubborn and they're set in their ways. Adults will have beliefs or opinions that they deem as facts. I don't like politics, and I'm sure many people don't. It's an exhausting topic and people get nasty.
You got into a system.
It's okay.
It's just like you not coming into it.
You got into a system.
Yes.
Let me say something to you.
Can you not tell me that the person have not smoked ganja and he started speaking on his own terms?
That's fine. That's fine because what you've done.
Voices get louder, and the entire time you're talking, you realize your words went in one ear and out the other.
The Statue of Liberty has always been
let me ask you a question.
of hope to the world for people to send
do you believe
people to this country.
Sure, there are some people who have civil conversations, but that's not always the case. But I'm not just talking politics. Conversations are huge to me. I don't like small talk. It's pointless. How's your day so far? Good. How's your day so far? Good. Don't get me wrong, it's a good conversation starter. But if we're just talking about the weather, what you're doing over the weekend, and the latest depressing news, disclaimer, I don't watch the news. It's just filled with so much negative information. These aren't conversations that I wish to have.
I don't know why my work phone is going off. Proceed.
There are many people who lack the courtesy of being selfless in a conversation. It's called a conversation. It's called a dialogue, not a monologue, people. They won't reciprocate questions. They simply won't listen to what you say because they're ready to say what they want to say. The older I got, the more I started to see people for who they truly are. Now I'm an adult. And guess what? I can choose whether or not I'd like to engage in conversations. When I was younger, I always wanted to people please. Please, sir. I wanted to grow my social circle. I'm sure many of us wanted that. But if you're in your late 20s and 30s, I guarantee that your social circle has went from 15 people to 2. Let me know if I'm right in the comments. There are way too many people who care about themselves. I don't know if people were like this prior to social media blowing up, or if social media brought it out of them. Just the other day, I was catching up with someone and the conversation went a little something like this. Hey Alexa, how are you? Good, how are you? I'm great. I'm gonna be doing this, I'm gonna be doing that, this, that. Oh wow, that's awesome. And you know me, I like to ask questions. I like for people to elaborate, give me details. After I asked those questions, the person did answer, and that was it. Naturally, I like to ask questions and I like to ask people about themselves. I enjoy listening to people. I enjoy hearing people's thoughts and opinions on subjects. It's natural to me, but maybe it's not natural to some people. I've noticed some of my relationships were me being an ear. And while it's nice for you to feel like people can open up to you and they can trust you, it gets exhausting. I don't have the energy to continue pouring into relationships that are one-sided. I don't have the energy to speak with stubborn people who aren't open-minded about a certain topic. I don't have the energy to waste money at a bar, order drinks, and have shallow conversations. I just don't anymore. I don't think it's selfish to feel this way. How are you guys feeling? How's your social life? Do you tolerate people like you used to? There's this book. It's called The Art of Persuasion. It's probably one of the best books on transforming your own behavior and to influence ideal behavior from others. It's not manipulative, I promise. Yeah, I know you guys have heard the saying, treat others the way you would like to be treated. That's meant to be unconditional, but we are so quick to react when someone is acting negative towards us. It takes a lot of patience and self-control and empathy. When someone is in a bad mood, it's definitely for a reason. We don't have to know that reason or understand it to empathize. Instead, we can be a light to others with our kindness and something as simple as a smile and a compliment. I have applied these teachings to my daily life and it is astounding. It is astounding how many people I have impacted. I have improved so many moods. I've brought out smiles in people that look constipated. It's truly magical and wondrous. It's called The Art of Persuasion for a reason and can be used in business and sales, but it can also be used for enhancing relationships. Here's a few tips that the author gives. Compliment a person on their job and how well they do it, or assuming the employee is in a higher position by asking them, "Are you the manager?" This instantly gives them confidence while stroking their ego, and they'll most likely want to give you exceptional service. It's important to maintain eye contact when speaking to a person. Arms shouldn't be closed off. Your body language should be open. And the most important, a warm, genuine smile while you're having a conversation. And lastly, creating a connection and finding common ground. People love when you relate to them. Here's an example. "Ah, where are you from?" "I'm from Louisiana." "Oh, nice. I've been there a few times and I absolutely love how warm and welcoming the people are there." See what I did there? It's also really fun because when you are aware that you want to make somebody's day brighter, it feels like a video game because you have the power to control those around you simply by the way you treat them. And when you use that power in a positive way, it's incredibly rewarding. The last thing this world needs is shit people. So be great. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will catch you guys in the next video.
Bravo! Good job.